From the ICRC perspective, so our mandate is to protect civilians in armed conflict. So our main concern is about the data of those civilians, right? Those are already misplaced persons that are suffering already from the consequences of the war, that are probably giving the data to entities, private companies or other, and to be sure to retrieve this data when they are in a more secure situation. So the data of these persons is very important because they can be used for very ugly stuff. We want to pass the message about data, personal data of civilians is protected and is something that we have to take care of. We're looking at the agentic AI as a new transformative capability, in a way a worrisome trend, if I may, because this could impact the cognitive aspect of many people. So I don't know exactly where we're gonna go with this technology, but for sure it's gonna have a huge impact on our cognition. From a technological perspective, we are standardizing now the technology at the Internet Engineering Task Force, which is the main standardization body of internet technologies. After this process, there's going to be a second process of introducing these in the legislation, typically in the Geneva Conventions. And here, for sure, we need the agreement of all states that are signatories of the conventions. Can't think that we're going to have an acceptance from the law-binding countries. Another story is about the criminals and non-state groups. And here we have to operate and work with them and let them understand why we're producing this emblem and what is the goal. The ultimate goal is to protect the humanitarian organization and hospitals from the consequences of cyber attacks. So it's going to be challenging. We're going to see how they will react, but it's on the, let's say, to-do list for the future month. So we had an international conference last year, October last year, is the number 34. And all the states of the world that are signatories of the Geneva Convention, meaning all the states, they convene in Geneva. We agree on the applicability of international humanitarian law in cyberspace, and again, these reinforce the international cooperation. Despite the fact that we are in a very sensitive historical period with all those conflicts, despite the fact that we talk about segmentation and segregation of technologies, we see that there is still a hope and an idea to come together to achieve this, the common good.